What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off the bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Penn State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Power football with the run.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they got him for the sack. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find...
Afterburners coming. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. With jet sweep pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Aller. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play?
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Pauling. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. The inside handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on the freshman able to get home with the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Penn State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Plows through the defense. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after making the catch. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Allard. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. The offense set for a first down play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit.
He's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Gets it out fast.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Wisconsin, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Runs through the tackle. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Past the 45. Off he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He'll try to tack on 1 more. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to...
And he breaks into the open. Giving him his pads. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Badger. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Back to throw, it's Allard. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Snap it to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Going downfield for the big play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Dropping back, it's Allard. Got it! Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks the tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It is perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the right side. Sweet feet on the move. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st. Direct snap. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left in a 3rd down. I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Finds his man. It's Anthony. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Allard. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State, 56. Wisconsin, 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good...
Running toward the tape. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Penn State, 63. Wisconsin, 20.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, looking again to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. When you